Hello, welcome to the Sierra Podcast. I am your host, Sierra. This podcast is to help your journey with Christ while you reach, inspire, serve, and endure. This episode today will be about me telling a story. So, this is story time. Like, it's been some crazy stuff going on lately. My life is crazy anyway. Like, my whole life is like, it just seems unreal, but I know it's real. And I hope that my stories and also my testimonies will help those of you. I know it has helped some of you because some of you all let me know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you all letting me know how my podcast, how my stories, how my testimonies, and just me pouring out whatever I am led to talk about, how you all take that and apply it to your own lives. I really appreciate that. And thank you for choosing me to be one of the ones that you trust with good words, good intentions, and just help breathe new things. I want to talk about a recent time that I had where I was needing some money. And when I say needing it, I needed it like yesterday. That's how bad I needed it. And this story I want to share because I learned something in it. Even things that I thought I had, I think, been delivered from. It was just letting me know that it's still some stuff inside of you that you can be better with this situation. And so I'm going to talk about that. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about is how not all money is good money. All money isn't good money. So this story time will be about money. It was a date that just passed. Really a day, not a specific. No, it was the date. Okay, because the number had some type of significance with a situation that I was in recently. And so the date approached and I was a bit sad. But the night before that day, I had prayed to God about some money. And I said, God, I need a miracle this week. Like I need some money this week. And I just would like for you to just help me. Even if it's with my clients, even if it's just a door that you open, just help me. I'll just do it. Now I said this prayer out loud, but I also said it in my head. And the reason I said this is because the enemy listens to your prayers as well. And this is why speaking in tongues is helpful because he doesn't know that language. And also, this is why some prayers you need to keep in your mind just between you and God because Satan can't read your mind. He can twist your thoughts, but he can't read your mind. So this is important because this has something to do with what I'm about to tell you. So again, I said that prayer in my head, but I also said the prayer out loud. And it's okay to say prayers out loud, but just be watchful and mindful of whatever you say because the enemy be waiting to attack. Like he be waiting like on the edge of his seat waiting to hear something just so he can attack it. And God will allow him to come for you. As long as he doesn't harm you, God will allow him to come for you. And so in this case, God most definitely allowed the enemy to come for me. So the date that passed, I don't want to say the date on here because that was something fresh that happened. And it's something that I'm still getting attacked for to this current dates. The next morning that I woke up after praying, I prayed that same prayer again. I said, God, I would like for you to send me a way to make some money. I said, I don't care what kind of way it is, just help me. This is why your words have power. You don't say I don't care what kind of way something happens. Like, no, be direct, be sincere, be intentional. Okay, with your words. And anyway, don't use your words loosely. Because again, like I said previously in another episode, your words have power. Okay, so anyway, I'm going on about my day. I'm not even just really paying attention to the fact that I needed that money for whatever I needed the money for. Now, again, I told you about the date that this is actually on. Now I'm here, and I was a little sad. God gave me a peace though, but I was a little sad. But because this date is significant, y'all need to understand something about what I'm about to say. The devil is clever, okay? He be listening. I received an email, and the email was from somebody of my past, somebody from my past, someone I no longer associate myself with, someone I no longer talk to. Okay? This is a person who I dealt with in an intimate setting. If you get me, you get me. It wasn't an ex. This was an old situationship. Okay? This person hit me up via email because this person doesn't have my current phone number, nor does this person know where I live. So anyway, this person emailed me and they asked could they hire me to do a little gig, a little job. And I used to work for this person a long time ago. So this person knows my work ethic. This person knows how I operate. So yeah, this person hit me up. And listen, because I told my brother that I was going to make an episode about this. So I'm going to be talking about one of my brothers a lot, my oldest brother. I'm going to talk about him because he plays such a crucial role in the events that happened this day. Oh my God, it's not funny. But I'm laughing because the enemy, oh my God, the enemy. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, you all, I haven't spoke to this person in 2 years, by the way. Back in March, some supernatural thing happened where our emails got caught in this little scam type of thing. It was like you open up an invitation and the invitation will get sent out to anyone who you've ever emailed or used that email for. So that email that I opened that somebody sent to me, I know the person who sent it to me. And I knew it was her email, but the invitation wouldn't open. So she must have opened the invitation to whoever spammed and sent it to her. And then the email got sent to me. And I was one of the people who she didn't email, so it came to me. So I'm trying to open the email, and then it clicked. I'm like, oh, this is one of those spam emails, one of those scam type emails. And so when I opened it, I ended up deleting it. I was like, okay, this was a spam scam type of email. Forget all this. This is childish or whatever. I shut it, deleted it, done. Okay? I didn't know it was one of the ones that sent to everyone who you've ever emailed from that email until what happened to me happened to me. So me letting you all know that that's what she did. I didn't know that until after what happened to me. So I received an email from the very guy who I used to deal with. And he sent me a screenshot of the email. He said, "Did you mean to send this to me?" And when I seen his name pop up on my phone in the email, I was like, what the heck does he want? You know, that was my first reaction. Like, where you come from? I haven't talked to you in 2 years. And on purpose, you know what I mean? Like, I done moved on. But he emailed me, and I read it, and it was a screenshot of the email that I had just opened that the other girl had sent me by spam. And I said, no, I did not send you that. And I'm paraphrasing here. I no longer have these emails, so I'm paraphrasing, okay? So it went something like that. And he was letting me know that he received the email from me. And I was like, no, I did not email you. And if that came from me, I don't know how, because no, I did not email you. And so he said something. I don't remember. Again, I'm paraphrasing some of these things because I really don't remember, and I don't have the emails anymore. And so he had messaged and told me that he was going to be in town the next day. And, I bypassed that. I was like, oh, okay. What that got to do with me? You know what I mean? And I ignored it and kept on talking. And he was asking me how I was doing. I was like, I'm doing good. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. And so I skipped over the part where he told me he was going to be in town soon. I live in Nashville. So he was telling me he was going to be in Nashville. And so anyway, I was ignoring it. I don't care if you're in Nashville or not. Pretty much is what I'm getting at here. This man pretty much was saying, am I going to get him to run around? Am I going to send my address or phone number or whatever so he can come see me or talk to me? No, you cannot. No, you're not getting my email. You're not getting my phone number. And I told him, I said, I'm loyal to who I talk to. So giving out my phone number and my email, that will not be happening. I don't do stuff like that. And then when he was talking about coming to see him, I asked him, I said, aren't you married now? And don't you have a baby? And I wasn't saying that. I wasn't asking that to be sarcastic. I really want people to understand whatever you do to someone who is in relationship with God, things have a way of making its way to that person. Okay? This person didn't tell me that he was married and had a baby. I knew through some other way, okay? And he didn't even bring up the wife and the baby. And so since you didn't, I have to do the honors and go ahead and present that information to you for you. And me, I snitch on people. I'm a snitch. If you're doing something wrong or something you're not supposed to be doing, I will tell on you. This is why I don't like criminals and things around me. I will snitch on you. I don't want that around me. Like, no, I will tell. So don't email me. Don't DM me. Don't message me if you are in a relationship and you are married. Especially if you are married. Because I do not play like that. I feel like that is the utmost disrespect. And I don't care if your intentions was just to see me or to catch up. I'm not catching up with anybody. If I'm married and whenever God allows me to become a wife, well, I'm already a wife. Whenever God brings my husband, let me put it like that. I'm already a wife, y'all. That's why I've been working on myself, with the soft girl stuff. Because I got to get prepared for when my husband comes because he's going to want a softie. So anyway, I revealed that to him and then he said what his intentions was and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Well, just let me know whenever you're in town again, I didn't mean that literally. That was me trying to break the conversation and move toward us never talking again. What I should have said was, you have a good life. That's what I should have said, but I didn't want to be rude. So I was like, just let me know you're back in Nashville. But I'm not thinking that he's going to hit me up. So fast forward, that was in March. Fast forward to recent time, okay? No, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to back up a little bit. I had a dream about him that God showed, and it was showing his intentions toward me, and those intentions weren't good. Now, I had this dream about a month or two after he had emailed me. So let's pause right there, okay? Because we're in the month of June. So all these times are back to back. So after the dream, I totally forgot about the dream. The dream is not even on my mind, okay? So now we're in June. I get the email about, can I hire you? I just prayed the night before and the morning of saying to God, please send me a financial breakthrough or just send me help. And no, I didn't need the help immediately, but I like to stay ahead of things. So yes, I did pray and I said immediately. And guess what? That email came immediately. He asked could he hire me to help him with a job for the next day. And I said, yes, what kind of job? And then he told me what kind of job it was. And he told me what city he was going to be in. And was pretty much telling me that he would give me like gloves and stuff to wear and to dress just in case I get a little dirty, like make sure I have an appropriate type of attire. He was telling me what time we needed to be there. And he was telling me that he was going to pick me up or whatever. And if I wanted breakfast and stuff, that he'll cover that for me and, of course, pay me for the day. This person pays well, by the way. I said, no, I'll drive myself up there. Okay, I'm paraphrasing. This isn't exactly, but this is pretty much what I said. I said, I can drive myself up there. Because remember back in March when you was trying to get my address and get my phone number, I said no. So if you're about to pick me up, where you thought you was going to pick me up from? No disrespect towards him. He's cool and all. It's just when I close a door or when God closes a door, I would like for that door to stay shut. No disrespect to anybody or any persons involved. But me, that's just how I am. I was like, all right. I said, I'll meet you up there. And I told him gas money would be great. Like, I'm not going to breakfast or none of that. I'm not trying to do none of that. And the city I'm going to, no, thank you. You can just send me some gas money to get there. And yeah, I'll meet you. That's what my intentions was. And so he sent the address of the place where he needed me to help him with the job. And then he told me that he was going to email me in the morning to let me know about traffic and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, well, the city is only an hour away from me. And so I was like, if I beat you there or whatever, I have places and people that I know up there and, I'll wait. While I'm talking to him via email, I'm on the phone with my mom, I'm on the phone with my sister, and I was on the phone with my older brother. Not all at once, but these are the people I called to tell them about the situation that happened. I told them about the prayers that I prayed before, and I told them about the opportunity that just happened. I told my sister. She was like, yeah, okay. But it sounded like you probably don't need to do that. But, you do need the money, so go ahead, I guess. But she just didn't sound certain. My mom, she was like, well, just pray about it, but yeah, go ahead. I called my brother. Because in my head, I was like, I know he going to say yes. And that's the third yes I'm going to get today. I'm going to just go for it. Because I done got 2 yeses already, even though those yeses didn't sound sure. But they were still yeses. So I was like, he going to give me that okay yes. Like, yeah, he's not going to tell me to turn down no money opportunity. That one, a good one anyway. And so I called him. And y'all, he said no. And he said, usually, and I'm paraphrasing as well, he said, usually I would tell you, yeah, make your money, go make your money, do whatever you need to do. He was like, but given your history with him, no, you don't need to do that. And you said he's married now and he has a newborn or a new baby. And he said, that's not a good look. And he said, if he's reaching out to you now, he said they probably have something going on. Well, I have you know, me being nosy, I went to go look up if something was going on. Lo and behold, something was going on. And so I guess this was the getaway time to rekindle something old. And no, it's not, because I don't even roll like that. I don't play like that. I don't like people who cheat. I don't cheat on people, and I do not like people who cheat. If I'm talking to one person, I'm talking to that one person, and it's on a serious note, trust me when I say there's not going to be anybody that I'm about to be talking to. And I am single as of right now, but I'm just saying, when I'm with somebody, I'm with them. Well, let me say I'm single at the time of this recording, because who knows, God may change something. So at the time of this recording, I am single, and I'm not entertaining anyone. So I'm just working on myself, working on my relationship with God. And because of that, I also feel like that opportunity presented itself. Like, Sierra, you ain't got nothing to lose. You're not talking to nobody right now either anymore. So you good. You can talk to this person. You can spin the block. My brother told me no, y'all. And I was shocked because he doesn't say no about stuff like that. I was like, sheesh. And he began to run down while he was saying what he was saying. While he's on the phone with me, I'm still emailing the other guy. I asked him about the gas money. I'm like, are you going to send the gas money in the morning? And he was like, he'll just give it to me in cash when I arrive, or unless I need it now. Okay, let's stop right here. This, like I said, I was dealing with this guy for a long time, for 4 years, on and off. This person never gave me cash. So even that, I was like, why are you trying to send it in cash? Like, anytime you usually wire something, I'm gonna think you up to no good anyway, because why are you trying to give it to me in cash? I don't know. But I was like, I need it to get there. And so he asked me which money, platform, and he sent the money for the gas. Right then and there, he sent the money. Now, at this time, I'm on the phone with my brother. I felt something in me that said, do not deposit that money into any of your banks. Like, leave it on the money platform that it's in. Do not deposit it. I wasn't going to deposit it into my banks until the next morning when I head to that city. I was just going to do it that day. So I wasn't even going to deposit, but I'm glad I didn't. I left it in the money platform that it was sent. My brother brought up a point. He brought up a few points, but I'm going to tell you the 3 points that stuck out to me the most, that made this story what it is. The first thing my brother brought up, he said, my sister is not anybody's rebound. And he was like, your history with him, he was treating you like a rebound. Like, he had me on a back burner, put me last, things like that. And this is why I say all money isn't good money, because he was paying me and giving me money, not because I was working for him, but I was getting money, period. For me and my son, I was settling. Okay. And this is very important. All money is not good money. I was settling to be on a back burner. I was just settling because I was getting paid. The money was speaking louder than the actions. And so for me, I didn't even care about the actions. I was like, shoot, I'm getting something out of it. It is what it is. And I didn't even like the person for their money. I actually was interested in the person. But the money blinded wisdom. The money blinded sound doctrine. The money blinded guidance. And so I was okay because I was getting paid. So I didn't really care about nothing else. But my feelings were hurt. And I knew that I didn't want to get treated that way. And in my head, I had a whole little thing worked out. Like, okay, this may be God's will in my life. So it was some high hopes with that situation. So this is crazy. But now I'm in a season of singleness, right? So this is why all of this is important. All of it plays a role in each other. So I'm sitting on the phone with my brother, and he's talking to me. Now, when he said that you're not a rebound, I'm like, yeah, I'm not a rebound. And I had a flashback, and my brother was just talking to me about more and more things, and I realized, I'm like, listen, I didn't heard this before. I've heard this before. This isn't new. My brother was saying things that he shouldn't even have known about. I hadn't told him any of this stuff. Now, I did give him a real quick 4 years, dropped down into 4 minutes of what was going on in my life with him when I was dealing with that guy. And so he started saying things that he didn't even know about, just based off the little story I gave. And I started having flashbacks of how this man disrespected me, how he wanted his cake and eat it too, how I knew he was dealing with other people, but I stuck around because money talks. I wasn't in it for the money, but the money, it put a muzzle on me. The money put a muzzle on me. And during the time I was dealing with him, he was single, but he was talking to multiple people. I'm listening to my brother. I'm like, darn, he's saying some real stuff. At first, I was like, am I even on the phone with my brother? Because he didn't change, And I was like, yeah, you're right. Second thing that he brought to my attention was this. He said, what if you were the wife? What if you were married and your husband and you had a little fallout, and your husband went to go find somebody that he used to mess with and decided to hire them to do a job? How would you feel if you was in his wife's shoes, his new wife's shoes? And I was like, I wouldn't like that at all. And when he said that to me, I felt sick to my stomach. And right when my brother said that, and right when I felt sick to my stomach, I felt something else in my spirit say, what if you are a decision away of getting your husband? This one decision would change that for you. I ended up getting off the phone with my brother. I thought about the third thing that my brother was saying. He said, and it might be out of order, I can't remember, but these words were definitely spoken. He had also said to me, you told me that you are not going back to anything from your past, not even your actions, not even the way you were. So why would you go back to someone who treated you like that? Why would you even open up that door to go help him? And I was like, he's right. So those three things stuck with me. He was saying a whole bunch of valid points, but I'm telling you, those are the three that stung. Those are the three I felt in my core. And after I got off the phone with my brother, I went to the money platform that he chose to send the money, and I pressed issue refund because all of those valid points were just sitting in my mind. And I was like, I don't want to be ever put in a situation like this. And if I am a decision away of having my husband, I don't even want this to be a blockage to my husband because, yes, I need this money right now. Okay? Like right now. But I don't need it that bad where this is fixing a block or hinder wherever my husband is. I'm not about to put myself in that type of situation. So I issued the refund and I sent him an email letting him know that I wasn't going to be able to come. And I told him sorry for the inconvenience. And I let him know that I had refunded the money in the email. And so he responded back and said, pay is good though. And I was like, sheesh, Sierra, you need this money. You know this man pay well. Are we going to do it? Okay, this is me talking to me. Are we going to do it? And let me tell you, God hasn't blocked me either. Usually God will kind of throw something in the way where it'll block. But this specific situation, he didn't block me. He was just trying to see what I was going to do, how I was going to move. Was I going to trust him or was I going to move with the first opportunity that was presented to me? One that he knows wasn't sent from him. One that I know wasn't sent from him. So I didn't email him back when he said the pay is good. I received another email. So now these emails are back to back. And y'all, this is the one that blew me. This one, he said, please reconsider and let me know what's needed to make it happen. First of all, for you to email me and say, please reconsider, now it doesn't sound like it's about the job. Now it sounds like this is intentional. It sounds like this has another motive. This isn't just about the pay. This isn't just about you hiring me to come help you in this city. This sounds like something else. And right when I read that email, the dream that I told you guys about earlier that God had sent me about a month or two after he emailed me that first time, God revealed to me that dream again. And I'm not going to go into details about the dream, but let me just put it like this. The dream was not good. The dream had motives that were sexual. Let me put it like that. And which is what my brother was telling me not to go out there just in case, something like that may happen. He was like, share your location or whatever. I'm like, he ain't that type guy. But then when I made the decision, not because God pushed my hand to do it, I actually did this. And I wasn't sure. And anytime you're not sure about something, it's probably not something you need to do. If you got to ask somebody else, you probably know in your heart you're not supposed to be doing that. I asked 3 people, and the third person said no. And I asked these people because I didn't feel right about it. But it wasn't until I said I won't be able to come out there and I sent the money back, God revealed to me the dream that he showed me about the guy and his intentions for me. Now, God did not show me this dream when the man first reached out to me to hire me for the job. He didn't show me that dream. And in this, I learned that God was trying to see, was I going to make the conscious decision to do the right thing without him pushing my hand. He wanted me to make this decision on my own, because he could have revealed that dream to me right when I received that email. And then I would have been like, oh, heck no, I'm not going. I remember that dream that God showed me. This could possibly happen. This could be the outcome of that dream. But no, God waited for me to make the right decision. And then he showed me the dream. Like, you remember this dream? And I was like, yes, I remember that dream. And dang, yeah, I remember that dream. Oh, you wanted me to choose you. You wanted me to choose the right thing. Because had I not chosen the right decision, that would have been me choosing money over you. That would have been me choosing my way over yours. And that could have hindered my husband. God chose to reveal the dream after I made the right decision. And that lets me know that the enemy had to have been betting on me. The enemy just knew that Sierra was going to take that opportunity. And God was not about to stop me. He said, you're going to make this choice this time. This is the free will that God gives us. I could have said yes and took it and already been in that city that next morning, because that was on my mind. But the Holy Spirit was convicting me, like, are you sure you want to do this? But I wasn't hearing nothing. And that's why I decided to call my sister. I decided to call my mom. And I decided to call my oldest brother. And it wasn't until I sent the money back, and it wasn't until I sent the email that I'm not going out there, that I received revelation from God letting me know. I showed you a dream about a month or two ago about this guy and his intentions. And now I'm going to bring it to your attention again because you made the right decision. I proved the enemy wrong. I passed that test, and I for sure was not going to pass that test at first. I was about to fail that test because I know that whatever he would have given me money-wise, that it would have covered everything literally that I was needing money for in that moment. And I chose not to take the money. I chose not to do the gig. And I never even responded after the other 2 emails were sent. And I'm saying all that to say, all money is not good money. I still was showing God that I couldn't be trusted. Like, I still was about to jump at $1. And I wasn't even thinking about that dream because that dream wasn't in my mind. It was not revealed to me until after I said no and sent that money back. So God was trying to see. He was testing me to see, and he allowed the devil to test me too, because that's what he does. He wanted to see if I was going to make the decision without his hand guiding me. Yes, I was feeling conviction of the Holy Spirit because I'm in tune with the Holy Spirit. I'm in tune with God. Like, I can say I'm living a righteous life, or at least trying to, but I'm actually not doing anything that is against, God's will for my life. I'm not living a sinful lifestyle anymore. Like, that's just not where I'm at in life right now. So I felt the Holy Spirit telling me no. That push and that feel that I felt from the Holy Spirit is what made me call my brother and ask my brother about the decision I was about to make. Now, it's June while I'm recording this. It might not be June once it is posted, but it's June during this recording. And I'm going to say this. All it took was for God to show me a month or 2. I don't even remember when he gave me the dream, but he was giving me a warning before this opportunity even took place. And I forgot all about the dream. And God was going to allow me to make my own decision just to show the enemy, who thought he had everything in control. She's going to choose me this time. While the enemy's like, no, she's not. Watch. She's going to choose him. And she's single too. She ain't got nothing to lose. She's not entertaining nobody right now. She has nothing to lose. She need this money right now. She doesn't have nothing to lose. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't care about him being married. I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just going to make some money. I don't want him. But whatever he has to offer, I'ma want that. But my brother let it be known. You're gonna take that and it's gonna cost you. Matter of fact, email him and ask him, is his wife gonna be there too? You'll pull up. I was like, yeah, that's lit. But no, I did not ask that. I just didn't come. I didn't even go out there. And I told you guys in the beginning, the date that it happened on was a date that has a significant meaning toward me. This person reaches out with this opportunity at this time, and a time frame that I need this money, and a time frame that I just prayed and asked God the night before and the morning thereof that I need a supernatural blessing, or I need anything. I said, I'll take anything, just send anything. And the devil heard that, picked it up, and sent him. And at first I thought it was God answering my prayer, but no, it was the devil sending me a solution. I got an easy way for you to get some money. And God, after he revealed the dream that he showed me, that let me know right then and there, God didn't send him, because God warned me about him beforehand. Even though I forgot about the dream, the fact of the matter still stands. He was not sent from God. And who knows what would have happened if I had went out there to that city. I could have gave in to temptation. To me, even talking to somebody else is adultery. I don't care. You emailing me, you committing adultery. I'm not don't email me no more. Okay? I don't have anything bad to say. I wish that person the best in their life. So guys, this is the story that I had to tell you all that was crazy. It was just a crazy situation that I almost fell into if I had not called my oldest brother. But I passed that test, and I'm happy that I passed it with help. Your girl was about to be paid, okay? That's what was about to happen. But that pay would have cost me. And I don't know what way, and I don't even really care, because I dodged that bullet. And thank God that he sent someone to correct me. And thank God for allowing me to choose and have free will to make a choice. And then let me know, hey, I was cheering for you the whole time. While the enemy was betting against you, saying that you was going to choose money over me, I was rooting for you the whole time. So while the enemy be betting against y'all, God be rooting for y'all. And in this case, I passed the test. And I am so happy that I did. And no, I did not get the money. But that's okay. It wasn't even worth it. I passed a test that in my own strength, I know I would have failed. And I'm saying all that to say this. All money is not good money. If it don't feel right, it's not right. If it doesn't come with peace, it's not right. Don't take it. It's going to cost you. I don't know how it's going to cost you, but God is cheering you on. So use discernment. Go with your gut, which is the Holy Spirit. Do whatever you need to do. Even go to wise counsel. Even a person you least expect might be the one that give you the answer you need. And shout out to my big brother for helping me. For those who are listening, go with Christ. Don't choose the money or your desires or the lust of the eyes or whatever. Don't do it. Lust of the eyes can be money. Whatever it is, I don't know. Don't do it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for listening. Bye.